troops, I'm back as usual on a Monday, as usual every Monday. So, but the day it's a wee bit earlier, it's a wee bit after, but it doesn't matter for you, wherever you are. So I'm posting, I'm going to publish this video, I suppose the night, I should say the night. So, how's it going, troops? How's your week? Or weekend? How's your weekend, I should ask. So, mine was, full of Glasgow, as usual. So, full of Glasgow, full of great experiences. And then I should tell you that one thing that maybe you're wondering why I'm putting, why I'm putting traffic cone. This proves that how I'm putting traffic cone. It's a Glasgow hat. So if Glasgow puts traffic cone, I put Glasgow cone. Sorry. So if Glasgow puts traffic cone, I put traffic cone as well, because I'm Glasgow. Right. I'm a Glasgow daft, genuine, crazy. Glasgow charisma, Glasgow dafty, I should say. So, you know why I'm putting traffic cone, but why I'm putting a Celtic t-shirt the day with me is my Celtic bear. Hello troops. I'm back. I'm a Celtic supporter as well. So is my mama. So, we are Celtic supporters. As you can see, troops, we are Celtic supporters. But I've got a surprise for you. I'm having my ball as well. It's a surprise for you to be after. I'm telling you a wee bit about Celtic, my fav Glasgow Celtic Football Club, but it'll be after in no time. So, you know just now why I'm putting my Celtic t-shirt just now, why I'm having a ball, and traffic cone. Traffic cone, aye. Alright, so, as the bloody weather is, it's changing. All fucking day, and the new is roasting, it's bloody roasting, troops, seriously. So, you can imagine why I'm in the great mood, troops, because I'm back to Glasgow in I should say in 4 weeks time. So I just can't wait. It's in the end of August, so So, alright, so on. Seriously, let's start. So as you know, the last video last Monday, I had a wee speech. I was talking about my Glasgow and Glaswegians, how we should perception of Glasgow and Glaswegians, and my views now, how we should that we should treat the Glaswegians and Glasgow with respect. We should get a bash to understand Glaswegians. We should make an effort to understand Glaswegians. We should develop our ears. Don't be a fucking lazy listeners and humiliate Glaswegians. They are fucking great people. So much intelligent, funny, pure creative one, seriously. So, don't you ever judge Glaswegians and my beloved Glasgow. Because Glasgow, my Glasgow and Glaswegians deserve to be treated with respect. No running them down. Troops. So if you didn't know this, if you still need some explanation, just listen to my previous video. I published on last Monday, so you should know. Alright. Here we my ball and my traffic cone. I'm starting my video, so let's start with the history of Glasgow, as usual. Let me tell you about Glasgow history just now. So, here you see the great University of Glasgow, which is standing at Gilmore Hill just now. Gilmore Hill is a hill facing Kelvingrove Park, but it was standing there At the very beginning? No. University of Glasgow, let's start with the very beginning, man. University of Glasgow was established in 1451. So in 1451, troops. It was done in where? Was situated where? In Townhead, the very heart of Glasgow. Townhead is where Glasgow began. So, 1451, my University of Glasgow was situated there, Townhead, under Gate Street. Then it was transformed to a campus. And then in 1459, it was an old pedagogy, principal house, Arthuric house. It was a campus of 3 buildings, 3 houses, I should say, where the first lectures University of Glasgow were conducted and running. So I should tell you that also at the Gate Street, Townhead. Then, surprise, University of Glasgow campus, the old University of Glasgow campus moved to High Street. So the old University of Glasgow campus was built in between 1632 1661 at High Street. Troops at High Street, the oldest artery of Glasgow, dating back to the 6th century. So, this building, as you can see here, but that campus was demolished because High Street was once upon a time, that High Street was a place of the slums, and they were a lot of criminal incidents took place, and then some of the incidents as well, and then some violence, and then some gangs and drugs, drug addicts, everything. So it wasn't the best place for such institutions as university. So University of Glasgow moved at Gilmore Hill, at Kelvin Grove Park, at West End, facing over Kelvin Grove Park and this brilliant West End of Glasgow and Fenistone. So that building, that brilliant building, you should admit this one. That building was designed by a great architect, George Gilbert Scott, in 1871, finished by his son, John Scott, in 1891. So this University of Glasgow campus, that one, is stunning at Gilmore Hill Fair, 1891. Troops. That door here, it's a main gate, was designed by in around 1871 too, by John Earl, is another architect. And here we have the West Quadrangle, another quadrangle. So we have the chapel here. It's a Gothic style, Gothic revival style as well. So, troops, you should go there and admire the University of Glasgow. And I have to tell you something, troops, that I can sit there for fucking hours. I can sit there for fucking hours and never get tired of it. So as I can sit in Fenistone watching where that amazing that Stockers screen, the views, the Clydes during the night at night. So that's something I'd love to. I can sit there for hours, man, and I don't want to come back home to my hostel. So that's something I can do. Recommend to you, and you'd love this tip. You fucking love this. Plus, you should visit. You should maybe study here. As a postgraduate research studies, so as me, but I'd love to. So here you have just now, University of Glasgow is waiting for you. First of Glasgow, though, I should say. So, I should say here as another great place in Glasgow. So it's, the new is being renovated. Unfortunately, it will be opened again in 2027. But it's a great refurbishment. Because the money were gathered to refurbish the People's Palace and the Winter Gardens, which are behind us. So, but alright, it's the great place in Glasgow. That is the history, the People's Palace. What do you think it is? It's a pearl of Glasgow. It's a great pearl. Because it tells you a story, hundreds of stories of the people of Glasgow. I troops. So dating back the 1750s. So you can see how life looked like. How people were like. Aye. So you can see Glasgow. Aye. The 1750s. How Glasgow looked like. How's life and tenements, lives of the people. I don't know, the work life and everything, the atmosphere. So you can see fucking everything, trips, fucking everything. So it's an amazing, pure, brilliant place. If you want to know history, it's a social history of Glasgow, social history, people, Glasgow itself. So I strongly recommend it to you. But you should wait almost 3 years, but I suppose it'll be worth it. Worth that one. So the People's Palace was built around is a place, as I mentioned, is filled with history, stories to the people of Glasgow for 1750s, and then to the present day. It was founded by Lord Provost of Glasgow, John Rosebery, around 1898. The People's Palace and the Winter Gardens. Alright, so I should say the Alexander Beef MacDonald read Locha Bricks sandstone. It's Locha Bricks. People's Palace is made for Locha Brick sandstone, built around 1893. Situated in Glasgow, of course. So I should say that here's then another example of Ruskin ideals in practice. See the questions on Rob's People's Palace. So the style has been seen as the adaptation of the French Renaissance with the use of sculpture. Bring us the main features. I'm talking about Winter Gardens just now. And 4 times the size of a main building of have a carved roof and still a glass supported on the cast iron columns close to the perimeter and 2 shallow transepts. Form the side entrance to the building a new social history museum where the Winter Gardens host various events on displays. Winter Garden is a place which hosts various events on displays, but it's being refurbished just now. It's behind People's Palace. Here you have the great Dalton Fountain, which was once situated in Kelvingrove Park and was moved here, refurbished in 2005, designed by Henry Dalton, hence Dalton Fountain. Here you have the I know, but the People's Palace is made for a Locha Brick sandstone, the Locha Brick quarries. So as the almost 2 million stone, I should say. But if you want a history of Glasgow, if you want history of the people of Glasgow, social history of Glasgow, you should you should visit People's Palace. But surprise, in 3 years' time. I suppose you'll be alive. So is me. But I'd love to see it. I'd love to see the effect. I'd love to see that one. But I've been there. I should say I've been there. I've been there I've been there 3 times already. And every time I enjoyed that one. I enjoyed one because I love Glasgow and I'm just checking out what I know about Glasgow and Glaswegians, what I didn't know, what I don't know just now. And that was great experience. I think it's a great for future generations to preserve the Pearl of Glasgow. I should say it's a Pearl of Glasgow. It should be renovated. It should be refurbished. It's like the older generations should explain to the younger generations of Glaswegians how Glasgow looks like, how the life of Glaswegians looks like, and all of the life in tenements, the work life, the work in shipyards, and I'd love to know a fucking everything trip. So Glasgow, you don't know. It's a Glasgow and Glaswegians you don't know. So I think if you want to face that real Glasgow, you should nip into visit People's Palace. But you should be fucking patient and wait till the 2027, but it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it, troops. So next one is a great place. I should say it's old Glasgow town, because it's a merchant city called Merchant City, and then Leiden used to have the salt market. Let me tell you something about Merchant City. So Merchant City, it wasn't called Merchant City for the very beginning, because that name was given to the place in 1980s. It's the area, the George Square up to Glasgow Cross. That area is called Merchant City just now from 1980s. So Glasgow Cross is a historic intersection of the High Street and the Trongate to the west, and the familiar modern city seem to the development around George Square and around Exchange Square. So in between this and Glasgow Cross lies a great a mesh of streets known as a merchant city, which for a time in a full flow of the westward expansion so became forgotten enclave of warehouse and ropey businesses. So it was rediscovered firstly by the Cafe Bar in Gandalfis and Baby Booster, and then it's a place that for students and stuff, and they have a great place on Hill at the University of Strathclyde. And downhill at the Kunst offices, secondly, a pioneering city developers, civic leaders and civic dwellers who found the streets under finally a general population now. So this population now. Secondly, but the pioneering city diverse civic leaders and civic city dwellers who found that streets they're finally by general population now enjoying the equality of merchant city life. Day and night, fashion shops, cultural stops and bazaars and coffee houses and the late night grocers. So the merchant city is a great one. I should tell you something about a salt market, because here you have the whole area part of merchant city, right? So let me tell you a bit about that. Because here is have in the very beginning place called Glasgow Cross. And for that place you have 4 streets. Here you have Trongate, you have High Street, you have Gallowgate, and you have Salt Market. So it's a crossroads of 4 streets, main streets, and then it's above Argyle Street, Trongate, Argyle Street. So I suppose that street you see here, it's a crossroads, so it's Argyle Street. I suppose. Did you know about that? Argyle Street is named after a third Duke of Argyll, Archibald Argyll, from 1751, but it wasn't called Argyle Street first. It was a Dumbarton Road, I should say. That one, Dumbarton Road, is just now in west end of Glasgow, so it was called Dumbarton Road, St. Enoch Gate as well. But in 1761, it was renamed up to Argyle Street. So it's Argyle Street, was a Trongate was a wastport as well. So next street, High Street. Next street is the oldest part of Glasgow. Glasgow, the oldest street in Glasgow, but dating back for 6th century. But I'll tell you more about this street after. Next street is Gallowgate. So it's Gallowgate is called. That's how the Gallowgate, it's road to the gallows. That's how, I tell you in short just now, and after I developed myself. So the Gallowgate was that's how that name, the Gallowgate, is derived from Scots language, and it means road to the gallows. But that's how the street, when the Glasgow Town Hall and Prison and the court moved to the Glasgow Green, that's where the pub, for that time, public executions took place there at Glasgow Green. So that's how they transported prisoners through Gallowgate up to Glasgow Green. Aye? So that's how it's called Gallowgate, road to the gallows, onto the gallows for prisoners. I suppose that's what you say. Aye? Next street is a Salt Market. Salt Market is a smashing street trips, the pure brilliant trips street, because that was the packed with the sandstone tenements and the wee shops and bazaars, and then some vintage shops as well. So, but that once it wasn't called it wasn't called Salt Market once, it was called Walker Gate. That's why Salt Market was called Walker Gate. How's that? That's because it was full of once upon a time in the 13th century, Salt Market was watching with merchants selling that salt, and the walkers selling salt to preserve fish, salt fish, and some clays and some bleaches and that. So that's how it was called Walkergate once. Established in 1100s, right? 1100s. In around 1650s, Walkergate was renamed Salt Market. So here is not just now. And the 1650s Salt Market became market for salt first of all, then Salt Market. So next one is if you look around you, that one here is that's the throne gate, the throne steeple. But that part here was once called a Tronkerk. So it was a church. Kerk is a church. So that part here, troops, that part here was a church. A kerk. It was built around 1485. But then in around 1525, it was called a Church of the St. Anne and Mary of Loreto. And then in 1592, it was a Presbyterian. And then around, I should say, in 1793, it was accidentally, someone set fire for the building and that was burned down. In 1794, that part was rebuilt. That here, it's called Tron Steeple, was built in around, I should say that 1630s, 1630, 36. These here arches were added around 1855. But if you look up, troops, you see on the other side, if you go in that way, for that side, you can, if you look up, in Glasgow, troops, look up, look fucking up, look fucking up, sorry. So you see that Saint Mango in that, for that side, St. Kentingham. So just look up, please. And then, Trankerk, then in 1846, took by Glasgow Corporation, the day Glasgow Town Hall, Glasgow City Council, and then for 2004, it's a Tronfair just now. For 2004, that's that part, it's called no Tronkerk in the Mer, it's called Tronfair for 2004. So, another smashing part here you have, troops. It's a Talbotton staple. So, can you even imagine that here in that place, in this place of this building, quadrant building, it's called a quadrant building, was once a Talbot. So that Talbot was built 3 times, but that one was, the second one was built in March 1626. That was a Glasgow Town Hall, prison, court, civic centre for 1626. And then that's how here in the very up to Steeple and Talbot, here for 1788 up to 1814, public executions were held. Public executions took place when the Talbot was demolished and rebuilt as a merchant house for 1814. Public executions moved up to Glasgow Green. And when of course, the Glasgow Town Hall, the court, the prison moved, that building facing Glasgow Green. So executions automatically moved to Glasgow Green. So that's how that building is called the new St. Enoch and Salt Market Court. So public executions took place here on the gallows. Were held here for 1788 up to 1814. That building Talbot as well was renamed Merchant House for 1814 up to 1847 when it became the auctioneer's office. And then it was again bought by Glasgow Corporation around in 1821 was demolished. That building here is a quadrant building in place of Talbot. So that was a quadrant building, was designed by Graham Henderson around 1913 and then Renaissance style. And then it was built in late 1922. But that staple is stunning for the very beginning. So it's for 1665. So just as you can see, the just staple left. It's a mysterious Glasgow. Because everyone, you know, every single Glaswegian, they just think, just wondering. They just wonder what's here. What's inside us? What's inside this steeple? So merchants say, look that part. So, all right. Tell you strips. It's the oldest street in Glasgow. The oldest street. But I should do something that it's the great street in Glasgow. So I mentioned at the very beginning that I'll tell us a little bit about it after. So as you can see, the Saint Mango mural. great Glasgow's hot numerous troops. So, Hay Street is the oldest artery in Glasgow. So it was established dating back to the 6th century. So it was built in 1800. Sorry, fucking Glasgow Duff. Sorry, I'm pure crazy today. I'm mental as well. So, but in the 6th century, it was the oldest artery, Hay Street. And then I was in 1100s. That was built in 1100s. And then, unfortunately, in 1600s, it was a great fire, High Street. And in 1700s, the High Street moved. It was shortened. That's because the city centre moved. Merchant City moved. Glasgow moved. Glasgow City Centre moved. Merchant City moved. That's how High Street was shortened a wee bit. But that street is the oldest artery of Glasgow and leads to the very heart of Glasgow. So it's the townhead, called townhead. Aye. Alright, so let's move on to... but before I tell you something about it, is the... I should start with this, because it's a place called Townhead. Townhead of Glasgow is the place where Glasgow began. So that's because here in 543 AD, St. Kentigern, St. Mago, called by Glaswegians, come to Glasgow, the place called Townhead, to that place, Townhead, and he established wooden church called after the day known as Glasgow Cathedral. So St. Mago came here, established wooden church, Glasgow Cathedral today, and in place called Townhead. So it's a very heart of Glasgow, the very heart of Glasgow, a place where Glasgow began. Townhead, man. Townhead troops. At the river called Molledinar Burn. So Molledinar Burn is also a Glasgow's forgotten village. The Molledinar Burn river, just it's flowing through that canal. So you can see just now, if you are curious, so you can just go there and actually visit the Molledinar Burn Canal, the oldest, the forgotten Glasgow river. So you just can see, if you go there, you can see the signs of ancient Glasgow life. So you should know this, trips, that Townhead is the very heart of Glasgow, because here Glasgow began. And for that place, Glasgow was growing bigger and bigger. Glasgow was thriving. So as St. Mago said, I let Glasgow flourish. By the preaching of the word, a praising of the name. So for that time, Glasgow was flourishing and growing bigger and bigger for that place called Townhead. So it's a head of Glasgow, I should say. So here is half trips. It's a Glasgow Cathedral. But that place, it's called Cathedral Square. So it was once a square was the Glasgow Fair was held. Do you know what Glasgow Fair is? Glasgow Fair is it's celebrated in the middle of July just now, but it was a place where merchants were selling their goods, and there was a kind of hunters entertainment for Glaswegians. And Glaswegians were if they go for Glasgow and just for fucking doing the water holidays with steamers, especially this famous Waverley. So they were just, Glaswegians were off doing the water holidays as Glasgow Fair. They were off business, off everything. So Glasgow was like a zombie city. I should say, in Glasgow Fair, during Glasgow, the day Glasgow Fair is Glasgow Fair moved to Glasgow Green. That's because of space. There was more space in Glasgow Green. So the day it's celebrated in the middle of July, and that's how in the middle of July, I should say. And so hundreds of parades and then concerts, the SMT festival at Glasgow Green. So it's hundreds of. You should use that during the war holidays as well. So I think I saw this was there. So seriously, man. Alright, so here you have the great Glasgow Cathedral. So that wooden church which St. Kentigern Mango established in around 543 AD. in Gothic style. Just now it's a Glasgow Cathedral. So as you can see, troops. But that cathedral was built around, I should say, in 1124. That was built as Glasgow Cathedral, so that is its first form. And then around 1136 by Bishop Jocelyn, and 1136 that was consecrated. 1136-7 Glasgow Cathedral was consecrated, and then around 1192 it was a great fire of Glasgow Cathedral. Then in 1197 that was almost rebuilt, but I should say that in 1579 Glasgow Cathedral was almost demolished. Why that happened? That's because in Glasgow was a times of Reformation, when every Catholic church had to be demolished because Glasgow Cathedral is a Catholic. So that's how it had to be demolished. But in 1579, members of Glasgow City Halls, they were handed for strikes to just protect the cathedral. And here you have, just now, it's still until the day, the great cathedral. But unfortunately, western part of Glasgow Cathedral was demolished in around 1846-8. So I should tell us about this necropolis cemetery, because it wasn't a necropolis cemetery. It was called Wester Craigs and Easter Craigs grounds. Aye, in 1650s. So in 1650s, a merchant who bought the land part of the estate. Wester Craigs, now known as Glasgow Necropolis, as the West Side was rocky or able to develop, is subsequently planned to be fair trace and then became known as Fair Park. However, in 1804, the Scots Fairs in the park started today and then replaced by mainly elm and willow. The area became a Victorian park and a trail. But earlier that necropolis was a place of cults, a place of fucking rituals. So that's how it's haunted for hundreds of people. So in 1825, it was the foundation stone of John Knox monument for the Fair Park. The merchant whose architect David Hamilton, Stuart Murray, curator of the Botanical Gardens, and James Cleland, a superintendent of public works, they produced a feasibility study for forming the Glasgow Necropolis. In 1828, the Committee of Directors Lands Quarries agreed to a proposal. So in 1831, Glasgow Necropolis was built and existing for 1831. And I suppose in 1832-3 was a very first burial. Here you have just now great Province Lordship. It was a great refurbishment work. I visited that place. I should say trips. I visited that place, a Province Lordship. And I've been to Glasgow in May. So it was smashing great. It's a great place. If you want to see how ancient Glasgow looked like, if you want to see how life in ancient Glasgow looks like, you should nip into visit Province Lordships. It's open just now after refurbishment works almost 2 years. So it's a Province Lordship one. What does it mean, Province Lordship? That was established in 1471 as a house for bishops of Glasgow and for priests. Established in the second half of 15th century, so it's in 1471. Then in 1642, Province Lordship was bought by William Bryson, the very rich retailer of Glasgow. And then what happened, man? What happened, troops, when? What happened? Why is it called Province Lordship? That's because for 1844, it was a place where Glasgow Lord Provosts had their premises. So that one of a Glasgow Town Hall as well. For 1844. And then it was even Swedger's factory. Of Morton's Swedger's factory. So around 1906. So the new is, it looked like that. Here you have St. Nicholas Gardens, established in the around 1610. But behind that Province Lordship are smashing gardens as well, designed in 1995. If you cross the road, it's a museum of religious life and culture of St. Mango. Designed in 1993, but it looked like that one. Province Lordship, so it's one of the same design, the architecture. So, alright, so can't even imagine what was in that place once. The new in Tunhead, it's a royal infirmary here. But once here was a bishop's castle. Do you know what Bishop's Castle is? Bishop's Castle was, no one knows when it was built exactly, but in 13th century. So I should say, what I should say about that place? So here in that place of Royal Infirmary, once was situated Bishop's Castle. In 1611 was a fortress and the Glasgow Town Hall. Around 1715 it was a prison for Jacobites. And then I should say in 1975 the stones for Bishop's Castle were moved and carved in the very first main entrance of Glasgow Cathedral. So, and the new in place of Bishop's Castle is the Royal Infirmary Hospital, Great Victorian Hospital, as you can see that, for 1792. Alright, so, troops. The last thing for a day, it will be Miller Street, because Miller Street is a merchant part of Glasgow, merchant house. So Miller Street was established in 1750s, opened in 1753 and then extended in 1770s. Named after James Miller, was a Lord Provost, tobacco lord and a merchant from Glasgow. So that's how Miller Street. Here you have is situated the merchant house, one of the merchant houses in Glasgow, because Glasgow has 100 merchant houses. So that was a merchant house built around 1775 by the John Craig, then moved to the homes of the Robert Finlay, great merchants and tobacco lord from Glasgow in 1780s. And then Robert Finlay, they just established a great merchant square, so in 1800s. So it's just inside. If you go through the gates of it's behind the merchant house at Miller Street. So if you just cross it, you can see that great toy square, merchant square, established by Robert Finlay, who every morning sold his tobacco there. A fresh tobacco, fresh baccy up there. So, alright, so just now, it's in the very heart of Glasgow. So, enough of history, troops. So the rest of the baby after, next Monday. So the new I'd love to tell you about something. Look at me, just troops. Look at fucking me. So it's me again. It's me. So I should tell you about the. Just even imagine why I put that t-shirt Celtic colours. I'm going to talk about Celtic just now, troops. Celtic just now. So the Celtic Football Club was founded, as you know. A Celtic Football Club was founded in my great ball. My great ball here. So Celtic Football Club was established in 1887. The initiative driven by Irish Marxist brother Wilfrid. In order to feed the poor and the hungry in Glasgow's East End, Celtic Football Club was born and made a boom and is a relatively new sport of association football. Brother Wilfrid was the establisher of the Celtic, and he said a football club will be formed for the maintenance of the dinner tables for the ways and the unemployed. So despite playing as the norm of the team, mainly friendlies a Scottish Cup, games at the taste and some of the lesser cups in there have been no league formed, the new club quickly became one of the leaders in Scottish football. The sport by head and the community of Queen's Park, the biggest club in the country and the biggest in the city. But unlike the other young pretenders, this new Celtic club would survive the 1880s that flourished in the 90s beyond. Key figures and successes, manager committee and then captain Jimmy Kelly, Northeastern Club Cup. So, in November the 6th, so I should say something in short. Celtic Football Club is formally constituted in St Mary's Church Hall in East Ross Street, New Forbes Street, Carlton. The purpose is stated as being alleviate poverty in Glasgow's East End parishes. November 13th, 1887, dat club's committee lees dat 6 acres land of Dalmarnock Street wordt ministeerd aan of weet welkom de most state of the earth stadiums in a country at a time. 1888, the first general monthly meeting was held for a lively attendance on St. Mary's, where I was reported. A pitch was finished and worked due to comments on the stand a week. The first ever bought the direct Celtic Football Club are pictured below. So that was the date of very first May 18th, very first game played at Celtic Park, when a crowd of 5,000 turned up for a game between Hibernian and Colliers, man. Even for ODS in September 1886. Hibs dan come to Glasgow to play St. Peter's Partick, a match at Grey Park in Brixton. May 28th, 1888, Celtic beat the Rangers 5-2. So a friendly is the new clubs as the first match played at first Celtic Park. Nearly McCallum was a distinction of scoring Celtic first ever goal. Aye man, in 1889. The clubs has changed for all the green and white vertical stripes. These stripes would be unchanged for the next 14 years, green and white stripes. March 9th, 1889, our Celtic players to be captains for Scotland, and Willie Groves and Mick McCune. Groves scoring hat 7-0. A win over Ireland Ibrox. May 11th, 1988. Celtic reached the final Scottish Cup in the first full season competition. We'll lose 2-1, and it was well established third Danmark one. However, the club wins its first trophy, the North Western Cup, a local competition, beating Colliers 6-1. It was the Fergus McNunn, said the manager of Celtic Football Club once. It was Fergus McNunn. He just said, "I'm just a footnote in the grand scheme of things. Brother Wilfred was a visionary who stated things of his name that should stay in people's minds." So, troops, I should mention is that the next day I plan is a season is a Celtic first full decade proper in the 1890s, so the full league titles, the Scottish Cups delivered to Celtic Park, including of course the first wins of each trophy. Celtic, the greatest team on earth. Aye, because Celtic is the greatest team on earth. Troops. That's how wearing proudly these Celtic t-shirts, Celtic colours. They are Glasgow colours as well. So next, key figures, manager committee, Jimmy Kelly as well captain, trophies League 4, Scottish Cup, Glasgow Cup, Charger Cup, North East Cup, Glasgow League. So 1892, Celtic won the Scottish Cup for the first time in history, defeating Queen's Park 5-1, and the final at Ibrox, a few months later. It's just a club needs to present ground. 1893, so the Celtic was their first Scottish League Championship, so finishing 1 point clear of Rangers, the top of them, of the table. 1895, that Celtic recorded the biggest ever scoreline when they defeat Dundee 11-0 at Glasgow Celtic Park. So 1897, something becomes a private limited liability of the William Alley as appointed. So that's 1899, the Scottish Cup was won the Celtic after a beat Rangers 2-0. In the final, Hampden Park, John Hodges and Andy McCallum called the crucial goals. So the next part of the Glasgow is a Celtic football for 1900s, 1909. Key figures, Willie Malley, secretary manager, captains Davy Russell until 1902, Willie Orr until 1907, Jimmy Hay. Trophies, Leagues 5, 5th, Scottish 4th and Glasgow Cup 5th, Charity Cup 3rd, Inner City League 1st, British League Cup list. 1903, initially playing at troops with a green trimming, so changing to green and white stripes. Green and white stripes in 1889. Celtic were a famous hoops and the first team in 1903. So I'm still wearing them to this day. So 1904, the first Scottish Cup final wearing a hoop Celtic at 2-0. And Rangers before Jamie Quinn turns the tables on another hat-trick. No other hat-trick would be a scored in the final, but Andy Dixon did the same in the hoops in 1972. As on the legendary Jimmy Quinn, it was the Willie Malley set, the perfect condition. He always kept himself striving all the way, keep a ball under good charge, attacking defenders was set, never to be forgotten. For 1905-1910, Celtic won the league championship for 6 successive seasons, set a record that wouldn't be surpassed until John staying in the Inter area. 1907, Celtic achieved the doubles by winning the Scottish Cup, a league championship in the same season. As the first time it have achieved the history in national sport, the team repeats the achievement the following season. Next part is our trips. Celtic from 1910 to 1919. Key figures with successes: manager Willie Malley, secretary manager, captains Jimmy Hay, Jim Young, Charlie Shaw, and Willie Cringan. Trophies League 6, Scottish Cup 3rd, Glasgow Cup 5th, Charity Cup 7th, Forfund Cup 1st. Key dates: in 1911, at the beginning of the decade, Celtic winning the Scottish Cup became an annual tradition. But that was something that I mean. A green white lifting trophy 3 times and after 4 years. So, 1914, Celtic win the first part of 4 league championship titles in a row. In 1915, during the 4 forced consecutive league titles, Celtic win the 62 games and they undefeated November 13th, 1915 to April 21st, setting a brief record of domestic games, unbeaten up to 49 games, wins 13 draws. So next one trips is Celtic Fae, 1920s, 1929. So key figures: Willie Malley, captain Willie Cringan until 1923, Willie McStay, 1928, Jimmy McStay, Trophies League 2nd, Scottish Cup 3rd, Glasgow Cup 4th, Charity Cup 4th. Key dates: 1923, in the Scottish Cup round that culminated win a 1-0 win over Hibernian. 1925, Celtic beat Dundee 2-1 to win Scottish Cup. 1926, Jimmy McGorry competes the 1926-7 season as a top league goal scorer in Europe. 1928, the human torpedo Jimmy McGrory scores 8 goals in the Hoops 9-0 league, thrashing the Denver Flame on January 14th, 1928. Brian Wilson, Celtic historian, he said, for many of the generation who watch him, Patsy Gallagher was the greatest player of them all. My Celtic from 1930s to 1939. So often say that. Willie Malley again, he said, my love for Celtic has been a craze. Without it, my existence would be empty indeed. That's me as well. My love for Glasgow and Celtic is a craze. Without it, my existence would be empty indeed. Without Glasgow and Celtic. Key figures and success: Willie Malley, captains Jimmy McStay and 1934, Peter McNall on 2, Trophies League 2nd, Scottish Cup 3rd, Glasgow Cup, Charity Cup 3rd, Exhibition Cup 3rd, St. Paul's Club. So, key dates: 1930s one. So is the club enters the official Celtic Football Club, created in 1930s. 1931, goalkeeper John Thompson passes away as a result of head injuries. 1935, Jim McGrory finished in the 35th campaign as Europe's top league goal scorer once again. 1936, Celtic signed Mohammed Salim, the first player of India, played at a European club. 1937, Celtic beat a Scottish Cup final, watching record crowds over almost 100,000 people. 1939, Celtic win the Empire Exhibition. My Celtic up to 1940s, 49. So the key figures and successes: so Willie Malley, captains officially recognised captain during the Warriors, and Bobby Hogg, John McPhail. Trophies: Glasgow Cup 2nd, Charity Cup 1st, victory in the Europe Cup 1st. Key dates: 1940, Jim McStay, Celtic manager, following the retirement Willie Malley. 1845, former player at ex-captain Jim McGrory replaced Jimmy McStay as a manager. My Celtic up 1950s, 59. So the Bobby Evans said once on the league in 1957, on the day if I had lost another 10 minutes, I would have been a 10 to 1. I just the way things go, but I'll go double figures. Key figures and success: Jimmy McGrory, Jim McChew, figure, and then in 1951, 57, John Stein, Bobby Evans, Bert Peacock. League first, Scottish Cup, League Cup, Glasgow Cup first, Charity Cup 2nd, Coronation Cup, Straight Mango Cup. In 1951, Celtic signed Gil Neron and Jill Neron Black Arrow becomes the first ever black player pull on the hoops. The Scottish debut in 2-0 League Captain's victory over Morton on August 18th in 1951. 1953, Celtic defeat Hibernian 2-0 in the final of Coronation Cup. 1954, a legal Scottish Cup double secured 2-1 victory over Aberdeen and the final Hampden. 1956, Celtic win the League Cup in the first game after history beating Partick Thistle 3-0 in a replay. 1957, Celtic retained the League Cup, so just as memorable as the Hampden and the Sun thrashing Rangers 7-1 in the final. Right, so my Celtic, is that me, troops? Oh, is that not me? Is that me? Alright. So, my Celtic for 1960-69, so that was John Stein said, if I couldn't cheer for Celtic, we'll have a cheer for Hibs. And I felt well, have done well for them. Manager Jim McGrory, Bertie Pico, captains Dunky McKay, Billy McKay, European Cup first, League 4, Scottish Cup 3, League Cup 4, Glasgow Cup 5th, Charity Cup 2nd. 1960 Celtic introduced numbers on the shorts at the first game of May 14th at Sparta, Rotterdam. 1964 Celtic's appearance in 1964 5th League Cup, then would start in Iranda, see the Hoops appear in 13 consecutive League Cup. 1965 John Stein succeeds Jimmy McGrory as a manager in March 1965. 1965 season the Celtic left in Scottish Cup in the first game and the Cup's final victory in 1958. 1966 Celtic win the championship for the first time in 12 seasons. 1967 Celtic complete their most glorious season by winning every competition: Interleague, Scottish Cup, League Cup, Glasgow Cup and European Cup. So 1969 John Stein stayed clinches in domestic and the years for Hibs and they get still in the other league. Alright, so my Celtic in 1970s and 1979. As you can see, the key figure successes: John Stein, captain Billy McNeil, Gail McLeish, Dan McGreen, League 7, Scottish Cup 5th, League Cup 2, Glasgow Cup 2nd, the River Cup so 1st. So 1970s in the European Cup semi-final, Celtic defeat Leicester in both leagues 3-1 on aggregate. 1971 Celtic featured a penalty shoot on the 41st in the European Cup, and then it's a European semi-final against Inter Milan. 1974 Celtic won the league championship in the 9th season in a row at the time. 1975 in May, Celtic captain Bellingham, close team and a distinguished playing career. 1977 Celtic win the double. Jock Stein last major honours as a Celtics manager with Kenny Dalglish. 1878 that Billy McKnight, captain of 1967 team, succeeds Jock Stein as a manager. 1979 Billy McKnight as a Celtic the championship in his first season as a manager. Roy Aitken says, far and away the best game I have played in. Must say Celtic for 1980s to 1989. So also a key figure in success. Managers Billy McNeil, McKay, and the Billy McNeil. Captains Danny McGreen, Rory Aitken, trophies for League 4th, Scottish Cup 4th, League Cup 4th, Glasgow Cup 2nd. So, key dates, that was the one, 1983, that another ex-player, David Hay, replaces Bill McNeil as a manager. 1985, that was the Celtic left in the Scottish Cup by beating. Then they had 2-1 at Hampden Park. 1986, Celtic won the championship by being edging out Hearts on the last day of the campaign. 1986, Brian McClare had Scottish 35 in the Scottish Premier League and the goals during the 1988 season. 1987 to 1988, Celtic celebrate the centenary season by winning the first double in 11 years. A late Frank McNeil streak. But that was something that was... in 1989, Celtic retained a Scottish Cup trophy in the next game that were Jones 3 Rangers 1-0. 1999, I suppose Celtic 1980s, 1999. So key figure success managers like McNeil, Liam Brady, Lou McCarry, and Tom Burns, William Dane, Joe Vegelson, and John Barnes. Captains Roy Aitken until 1980s, Paul McStay, and then Tom Boyd. Trophies League first, Scottish Cup and League Club. Ski dates, 1981, Liam Brady becomes Celtic manager. 1983, Liam Brady is replaced by a manager from Celtic, Louis McCarry. 1984, in March, Fergus McNann rescues a club, Faith Nisharoon, and the picture below, the Brian Dempsey at the front door at Nata saved Celtic. So the war is over, the Rebels have won. 1985, Celtic play on home fixtures and Hampden Park during season 1994-95. Celtic Park is undergoing reconstruction. So, 1987, Tommy Burns is replaced by Dutch coach when McCann member of Feyenoord side. 1988, Celtic stopped at 10, winning the first league title on the kid, preventing Rangers from making it 10 in a row. 1989, in April, Fergus McNann departs the competition, 5-year stint. So, I should say, oh no. Alright, so, my Celtic for 2000-2009, dat was key figures in Saxida, John Barnes, manager Ken McDallish, Mark O'Keel, Costrigan, captains Tom Boyd, Paul Lambert, 2004 en Dane Allen, Neil McLuhan and Dane McManus, Trophies League 6, Scottish Cup, League Cup. 2000, a shock 3-1 Celtic Park in Scottish Cup in Inverness, Caledonia. First in February leads to the departure of John Barnes. 2001, a treble winning season of the Hoops. They kick Kilmarnock 3-0. In a League Cup final beat Hibernian. So I think 2001 season 1-2, Celtic compete UEFA Champions League group stages and then the first team. So that's in 2002. The Celtic supporters vote Jamie Johnstone as greatest ever Celt. Billy McNeil, greatest Celtic captain in a poll, which also say they them select the greatest Celtic. In 2003, in May, Celtic reached the UEFA Cup final, the first European final in 33 years. 2004, Celtic win the league convincingly. That's Henrik Larsson and two magnificent years in scoring 142 goals. 2005, heartache of the final day of the league, all Celtic lose 2-0 at Celtic. Fair Park missed out that title, Martin O'Neill's last season. 2006, Celtic win the League Cup with a victory down for Lane, just days after Jimmy Johnston, the greatest ever Celt dice. In 2007, Celtic retained the league title, recurring the Atso victory and Kilmarnock for Abercromb's Champions League. 2008, Celtic legend, the first team coach Tommy Burns passed away. 2009, Celtic won the League Cup with 2-0 extra time over Rangers. Rangers, I should say Rangers. Rangers, we've always been shite. Rangers, we've always been shite because Celtic is the best one. So, key figures, my Celtic for 2010-19 and up to 2004. Tony Morby, manager, Neil Rondela, Brendan Rodgers until 2019, Neil Lennon, and then Stephen McManus captains, Scott Brown, League Scottish the 18th, and then a Cup 5th, League Cup 5th. So 2010, after Mixon, famous campaign, Tony Brory, 4-2 defeat against St Mirren. 2011, Neil Lennon wins the first trophy Celtic manager, 3-0 victory in Mother of Scottish Cup final. 2012, Celtic won the 43rd championship after 15 behind in November. 2013, that was a clinch in the 5th against Versailles. 2014, Celtic reached the group stage with a Champions League for second consecutive season. 2016, after 2 seasons in charge of either successively, Stan Rondera left the club. Brendan Rodgers is held as Celtic manager. And 2017, in an unprecedented version, Brendan Rodgers leads the team to historic treble his side are a double T invincibles after going through the entire season unbeaten in domestic football. In 2018, the seemingly impossible achieved when Celtic helped themselves to second successive treble with all 3 trophies and second trip was a qualifying European football after Christmas. 2019, they unprecedented treble phone. They are becoming the most decorated decade in the club's history, quickly followed by another club victory in 10 in a row trophies, third one in all. For 2020 trips, I should say for 2020, up to the new, up to till the day until 2024. Celtic manager is again Brendan Rodgers. The day in 2023, Celtic manager is Brendan Rodgers, and the Celtic captain is Callum McGregor. Just new. You may see here. And my Celtic won 1-1-1. Trips won 3 times in a row. Championships League. So my Celtic is again a champion. 3 times in a row, man. they just beat fucking Rangers. Rangers, they're always shite. So Celtic beat fucking Rangers 3 times in a row. They got the championship trophy 3 times in a row. So I think trip's great, man. Fucking great if you love Celtic. Oh man, seriously. I've been at the Celtic Park Stadium, man. Pure brilliant experiences. Pure brilliant experience. Aye, seriously. Alright. So the new I'd love to read something for this Glasgow practice. So Glasgow practice will be something. Let me read something. I should read to you that. Right. Up to Glasgow practice, I should say. So, for the book, Tenements as scholarships. So, here. Alright, so, these I'll say that people live longer together long enough so they get to look like animals must come into the two for I saw the dancing, no, if Flora together, no, especially when I dance and drinking them. So I'm gonna say that for 10 months horse by a number of lakes. I was first to be told about Flora, then ze brengt de her 64 rebelship and after his daten and there is no on the door and then is that dansen in Sastlin. Is a corrective with glass and stegens in a chair so bit into his tights. So we come down to the street and then Bobby have something to show you. Down we went there to Flora, theatre on a post. I'm not afraid of horses. So that Flora looking all alright to me. So she kan naartoe Shetlands except for eyes and then extra he sat and danced with her and then a gig noise with his mouth. Flora snuggled his hand and looked in each other's eyes like lovers in a woman. She's smashing Tansy. She put off fish in the fruit. So see that pushing the barrel. And Tansy was knuckles down Flora for a hit. As soon as she start, Bobby amused me more than that. So she be company now. I've lost their wave. I said their wave. On the other way, they say I've lost it. I fucking lost it, man. So the new. So this was not fair only a crab. Women are just about the emperor and then they find ways that Tansy be responsible for a hunter. Look in a space. Look at Tansy Flora decided that pony was an improvement. So Tansy losing that they arranged for a lamppost. Wait, I thought you had done for you. They trot it, man. Fucking trot it. So he trot it his legs and make up just like a forest. And then you know the team that forest knew they're for each other. No, I never thought she'd have something. So I should say take that length a bit. So that's the Saturday night and then to Saturday. Glasgow move. A Saturday cargo, whiskey maybe a sentimental road home. For he stopped in the coal yard, go Flora out, and then upstairs 64. He had many things 64 a Saturday night, so but the club of hoofs was a one. No sprang and do allowed. She had no for the dumb. Sing as a quarter of inch the keyhole and then his fancy Flora, first London. The stair heat man broken so as a fearsome saying a man horse in flicker and light. Mother of God, preserve us, save us, she screamed. As the fairy horse, again, well, he's appeared, dream for Dublin Stout, and 15 stone amount of joy. Well, no, what are to go in? Man, a horse jumped into Josephine's son. I was hoping I wouldn't hear us. Well, I was looking for the stairs and I have now a blanket, but no one to leave her in the coal yard. So, that was something. Well, Bronca, sugar, a double, was here a blanket. I said, enough of us. I said, there a blanket going, with your fingers near to knuckles. That'll be kind of life in here. The ones wel voice en stout drinker. Dat was Fiona instoot. En dan zei dat het take her aan 2 huis. Ze hadden niet zo nu in my thing dat bij de problem keep naar horse in attainment. But nu the way it is that keep on a kitchen that was but made the alterations a big room and better space and without coconut and aluminium. Feeding a drinking box better. Flora never once get a neighbors cause a complaint. When she came upstairs and I left early in the mornings once Mr. Malone had pneumonia. Then she did around house so that she came up like a burglar. So soon noticed that dancing with Flora upstairs on a Saturday. He always carried dozen balls, beer papers, bags. So knowing that I taste me not a whiskey drinker, I got curious. You're again very fond of beer, Tansy. Oh, there's only one two for myself. There's say Flora. Often meant to ask you for Saturday, how about the now? als ik weer eens buiten party of zo attended, in die bossen en die aan mijn vrouw. De poort ik lees naar whisky, maar voor als ik het doet, ja. En mijn voor het doosje, die is toen aan de op de horse was aan de hand. Maar voor dit ende, voor de ik zijn deur, dan zijn ook bakken dram, ook weer naar waar hij is en ik think af. Ik weet ik, gewoon naar links van horse bobby. Me not me, dan wel ik me for say, I'll blame me, everybody else does. I wouldn't say that. Oh, bad idee, en voor het voor. Als ik hem nog voor een volgende mee baro. Met dit huis, walk a huis, a shirt on day, a hurricane up the way. I walk out talking that. You can't. It just made a difference to me. So, you know, I had to get some like Flora. What do you mean, Dancy? I'm paying money and I left her all Rosemary's. And the insurance gave me a pleasure to do that. Rosemary was at their side and that left me. When say that on day and I shouldn't like that. I just bunchy and the thing that I went fucking bring more money, a meal ticket. That was when a meal ticket, married to Rosemary, was like sleeping with your gaffer. Flora doesn't get him. Or no day. Flora left it here heat and I swear I know that. No, Flora's not mixed up with all day. I was about judging people on there. He that shape there, like some there. She's no ordinary, of course. But look at the way she's sitting there as a never left anywhere else. So, alright. Next part of Glasgow accent practice. Next time. Trip, so it's next Monday. Then I'd love to show you Glasgow accent practice just now. So, trips. Here, just now. I want you to listen just now for one of the Glasgow accent challenge just now. So listen, troops, and then tell me.
Fuck the Govan Fair, shite, the Lyceum, shite, tenor shot Swedgers, shite, Rangers. They've always been shite. There's going to be more job centres, less sanctions, more chemists, less meth queues, more grow-techs and less police. They brought in 5p carrier bags. We're bringing in 5p tenor bags. We're going to build a wall around Helen Street so the peoples can't climb it, but the parcels can get in it. We will introduce the first ever house party bill titled "Nae Holding Back." 24-hour bevy shows, tech bills, white and Syrian immigrants. We're going to shoot them. Shoot the immigrants. Shoot the... Oh, sorry, mate. I thought you shouted shoot the idiots. We're going to make...
So what's again, troops? Something. Something, troops. I'd love to show you as another.
And didn't even have the decency to credit me. Some of you will remember this video I took outside Transmit and the police dug snapping at the horse's hoofs. But the Daily Mirror decided to take it upon themselves and craft this wee headline. Horror moment. Out of control dog. Shocked witnesses watched on. I watched on because it was me that took the video. They even had the audacity to include the video with a caption I put on it. I mean, I don't ask for much apart from being recognised as the king of Scottish TikTok. But don't swipe my video that I've took and posted to put in your manky wee newspaper article and no even tag me. So listen to this, Daily Mirror. I want a grand views by the end of the day. If no, I'm going to do absolutely nothing about it. But that video is now licensed, so you're going to be paying me a fee, taking the article down. You know what, you're actually going to be doing both. Sorry, not sorry. When will you reporters and journalists learn your lesson? Don't mess with the best, because the best don't mess. Like, subscribe and don't get wide, Daily Mirror.
So, how was it, troops? The Glasgow accent challenge. How was it for you? Just tell me after. Glasgow genuine? Glasgow mental? And let me know so we can play football and watch Celtic match in no time. Because next season is just about to begin. Then it's just pre-season, but it's about to begin on the 4th of August, I suppose. Alright, man. So, I hope you understand. The new, if I want to, something, Glaswegians saying, Glaswegians can't help but say it in particular way, some sayings that. So, my dinner. Goes together. Glaswegians is together instead of together. Struggling to keep myself together after last night. Mora instead of tomorrow. Tomorrow instead of tomorrow. See you tomorrow, man. Clays instead of close. Clays instead of close. I need a new clays. Will instead of well. Aye, you will. Dog instead of dog. Duck instead of dog. Check the status of that dog. Him instead of home. Him instead of home. I'm away him. Horns instead of hands. Horns instead of hands. My horns are freezing, man. Een instead of on. Een instead of on. I can't do it on my own. Sorry. Wayne instead of child. Wayne instead of child. As a, where's the hello smell? What instead of ball? Ball instead of ball. You got a aggressive ball in the Edinburgh. Wasn't instead of wasn't. Wasn't instead of wasn't. Not a wasn't. Toy instead of tiny. Toy instead of tiny. Check that is toy. Geese instead of gear. Geese instead of give. So geese are all scrambled egg. Drop instead of drop. Drop instead of drop. I dropped you off on the station. Lane instead of land. Lane instead of land. Can you lend near a hedge car? West instead of was. West instead of was. I was. Off instead of off. Off instead of off. I'm off it. I'm off it, man. So sorry. But instead of bought. But instead of bought. Mace is one that bought houses. Yourself instead of yourselves. They yourself like favour. Hod instead of hod. Hod instead of hod. Hold a minute here. What instead of all? O instead of all. That's all I can do, mate. Bo instead of bo. 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 That's bo. Get your balls out, man. Get your balls out. Bo instead of bo. Check the bo over it. Here, mate. Yourselves instead of yourselves. Yourselves. We can do ourselves. Enter instead of into. Enter instead of into. We can put a pedal. Isn't instead of isn't. Isn't instead of isn't. No, isn't. Mo instead of ma. Ma instead of my. Can't wait for my dinner. So, the new get your balls out, man. Get your fucking balls out and then get out. It's so fucking interesting a day. So get your balls out and get fingers crossed for Celtic because next season is about to begin. So that's fantastic. The best football club, Glasgow Celtic, led by Brendan Rodgers, was the best manager. Was the Celtic. Thanks to him, got the they are known as the Invincibles. So the captain, Cal McGregor, my favourite one. So I should say I like to use a short order to my Glasgow. So, my beloved Glasgow, I love you till the deeds. I'll follow you wherever you go and wherever I run just now. I'll be faithful through and through over and follow you. My beloved Glasgow, you're the grandest when you call me. I just want into your arms because I can't live without you. My beloved Glasgow, I love you. My faithful heart, you always be colours of green and white, such as you are. My beloved Glasgow, you're my love, my inspiration, my passion. I'm so crazy about you. So in love with you, addicted to you, I should say. I support you, my Glasgow, and this amazing football team of yours, Celtic. For the banks of Clyde, which is as well colours of green and white, such as you are. I had fun singing together, over and over we follow you. Because we are Celtic supporters, faithful through and through. My beloved Glasgow, I just want to touch you, breathe you, smell you, hug you, winch you, be with you till death us depart. My Glasgow and Celtic, love you till be fucking dead. My Glasgow, my beloved Glasgow and Celtic, I love you till be fucking dead, seriously. As we travel with you far and wide, through the triumph of struggle we bear side by side. Hear the roar of the boys in the green. In the hearts of the jungle, our passion will always be seen. So here's to you, my Glasgow and Celtic. Alright, so troops. I have to finish this now. But I can't wait for next fucking Monday to tell us more about Glasgow and this great banter part. Because we didn't have time for it. Glasgow part, banter. Alright, so what I gave once banter. My beard after a shocker. I'm very lucky to rate him. An absolute monster. Alright. So, then I'd love to tell you see after trips and see after my Glasgow and my Celtic Football Club be champions again this season. I wish you all luck. So it's my t-shirt, and then I'll be supporting you all the time. Glasgow Celtic. So sorry. Again, I'm Glasgow mental. Sorry. Pure crazy, man. I'm pure crazy. Sorry. That's me. That's me saying have a pure brilliant afternoon trips, and I'll see you on the fucking next Monday. So, mwah.